That's Jiriso. Everything is reduced to its most superficial level because that makes it easy for them to objectify it and to understand it. So that's what reductionism is. Then go on, and on page 97 are offered some alternative models. You will read those by yourself. You will see Vernon Dixon's chart on page 98, where he's talking about how they relate to the universe and then how Africans do. Then, very importantly, page 104, the character of the European Utamawazo. I'll read a little bit here. The second paragraph, page 104. We say that Plato's work was important in the definitional process of the Utamawazo. That's what I'm arguing. Is that this is where the asili was being manifested as thought. Prior to this time, it was not manifested as, it wasn't intellectualized, okay? It had been prefigured in the germ of the culture. What's the germ? The germ is the asili. And that had to happen, what he did, had to happen if the asili was to be realized. And what this means is that as the culture, through its members, fought to assume a particular definition, it was developing according to a code already in existence. That's what the argument is giving, that this gene had, you know, a code like the DNA. Somewhat in the sense that we think of a particular combination of genes as determining a particular human form. The seed struggles to develop. The germ insists on fulfilling its formulative role. European history is a history of bloody internecine wars, that is, wars against each other, wars and battles fought to maintain a particular character. See, they would kill each other if they had to over what is going to be the definition of what it meant to be European, and there have been periods when they did that. We have to understand that. And to eliminate opposing influences. So these are heretics, infidels, and barbarians. It is a history of aggressive behavior towards other cultures. All difference threatens the realization of the asili. I repeat that. All difference threatens the realization of the asili. The asili cannot deal with difference. It is like a child's struggle to be born. The battle is fought because the asili exists, and Platonic thought is so significant, determinative, because it suited the asili. That's the importance of it. It suited the asili. His epistemological theory, his theory about knowledge, helped in the formulation of an Utamawazo structured thought that complemented the asili. And then go on and read the next paragraph, underline that, that's very important. What's also important is page 105. Read that page very, very carefully, underlying everything. That's what I have. Then what will be listed beginning on the page, bottom of page 105 are the themes. Now these are the themes that you should make a list of. Just one-word list or two-word list. Dichotomization, oppositional, confrontational, etc. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should have 9 entries I would have on that list, right? And that's from page 105 to 107. And then what you're going to do is to see how those themes, number 1, fulfill the asili as we have defined it. This quest for power, this need for power, this need for control, okay? And then you're going to see how in each of the chapters that you read, the asili is fulfilled by, you know, that particular form of behavior, religion, aesthetic, whatever it is. But also, how do the themes repeat themselves? So it kind of gives you an organizing principle if you use the themes, okay? And then finally, I've gone over time. Let us read the page 108. I think is important. Now, what is going to be argued in chapter 2? First of all, we got to talk about, okay, what do you mean by religion in a non-religious society? You see? So we talk about terms in the beginning of that discussion. What we're going to be saying is that Christianity, in its institutionalized form, was necessary to spread the culture. Okay? It had a role to play. We are understanding Christianity as an ideology. You see, and that's important. As an ideology. As cultural thought. That's how we're understanding it. Page 110. Spirituality is talked about and defined, and we see the difference between spirituality and religion. That, of course, is important. Then it's going to